Hello there guys, my name is Jaggimpidorf and welcome back to another episode of Interplanetary. Today we're going to just crack on with the rocket. Now I haven't managed to get a lot done because things have been very hectic here at my desk, and everything has just been going on all at once, and I haven't really had time to play on Space Engineers, which is probably why you've been seeing a lot more spotlights and all that gubbins. But yeah, so I'm back into the Interplanetary Survival, trying to get it done once a week as normal. But yeah, we did get a little bit more done, but I've only just realised how much metal grid it's actually going to take to build, because I actually went through about 500 metal grids just in about 5 seconds, which was pretty depressing to say the least. So we're just getting some more oxygen, and then we're gonna look at heading back into it really and see how the production's going with them metal grids as well. And what we need to do is transfer them to wherever they're needed. So we got 501 in that cargo container, which I'm hoping it's pulling from. It is generating them, isn't it? Yeah. So here we go. So we have like 15,000, which production's kind of floundered a little bit because of it just keeps stalling, stopping, stalling, stopping, stalling. But hopefully we'll have enough iron to last us this. I mean, the iron keeps getting replenished with this here, so we should hopefully have enough. I may need to get one of the actual assemblers to disassemble, because I'm scared that we may run out, or I may have to start salvaging more of the other ship. So yeah, that's really what's going to happen today. I think we're going to need to rip apart more of the base over there, and also I want to probably just, I don't know really, I want to just like try and show you guys how we're going to do this, and maybe try and get the oxygen hooked up so we can actually start producing in here. So that means we'll have to get the main reactor built up and all that gubbins. So yeah, so I think we'll get that main reactor online and then see where we go from there really, and then hopefully we'll be able to wire up one of the tanks and start producing some ice, in which we may need to go and collect some more ice in a little while, because we are going to need quite a lot to fill up this ship so we can get out of the atmosphere. Now, an afterthought with this rocket is, do I need atmospheric thrusters? Because I would probably need some atmospheric thrusters for the liftoff, and then I could turn on the bottom rockets, which would get me out of the atmosphere, which is what they're used for. So I'm thinking maybe adding on some of the large or some of the small atmospheric thrusters, just to give me a little bit more oomph and use up a bit more of the power that will be stored from the power generated from the reactor, because the hydrogen thrusters aren't going to use a lot. They use a lot more, from what I believe, they use a lot more hydrogen than they do power. So that's one thing we've got to be aware of. But we have got 2 tanks on each, so I think we should have enough to get out of the atmosphere, but I just want to make sure we do have enough. So what we're going to need is, rather than walking backwards and forwards like I have been doing, we're going to need to look at getting this, just getting this ship, getting the reactor built inside the main ship, and then we can hopefully pipe up to one of the hydrogen tanks and maybe get one of the hydrogen, oxygen generators fitted, so we can slowly but surely get our hydrogen up to spec. So we're going to need some computers, aren't we? Which I'm sure I put loads in here. We need 75 of the sods. Of course, I can't just directly grab out of this because the ship is currently turned off. So I'll have to turn it on for now and leave it running. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a good time. The reason why everything's been a little bit slow on the channel at the moment is basically Jess moved in the other week. So she's of course been getting settled in, and we're trying to sort of sort out the house so she can actually live here. And yes, that's been happening. I've recently bought a new car, so I've been trying to deal with that and sort everything out with that, making sure I got money from work sorted and all that gubbins. And then just general stuff as well. It's been my mother's birthday this week, and it's also been Jess's birthday, and we've been to watch Deadpool, and a lot of things have happened, but it's just I haven't had any time to jump onto this and actually sit down for a good hour or two and just play. So here I am. We are having to pipe backwards because of course we can't build an unconnected block, so we are having to build a small conveyor at the moment. So we're going to need some interior plates. What are we going to need? Interior plates, 20 and 30 construction. So we need 20 of them. Then we're going to need 30 of these. And I think the only thing that's going to be real bothersome is the reactor components, because they're really heavy when we come to that. But yeah. And we're also going to need small steel tubes, 20 and 6 motors. 20 of these. Have any more motors in here? Anywhere? Screw it, they can all come with me. Alright, let's go. Let's go and try and let's go and try and pop this up. Now, I believe they've got rid of the bug. That basically means that when welding I don't die. So that's a good thing. It was a bug that everyone else seemed to be getting as well. And it was very, very annoying. I did actually die a few times after I finished recording, when I was moving stuff around and shifting stuff. And it's so frustrating. But I'm glad they managed to fix that. It's something that has been fixed and hopefully doesn't reoccur. So we're going to need motors. Okay, so we're going to need a little bit of everything again. So we'll get like 100 of them. Going to get like 60 of them if we can carry them. We're going to get more motors. Right, those. Right, let's see what we can do with all this. Hopefully a lot. I forgot the one crucial component. It's the plates. I forgot the plates. How did I forget the plates? Right, that one. There you go. Forgot everything. I remembered everything else that was awkward, and then forgot the plates. Brill. Here we go. There's one. 2, and we want to do this one, and then we should be able to start building the reactor. There we go. So reactor is like a standard massive block, going to take up a lot of material. I don't think we can do that much of it with the welding ship because I think it's a little bit too big. So we'll leave it there for now. We're going to need them computers I put in here, aren't we? Those, and we're going to need some more plates as well if we have any knocking around. If not, it will be a case of going around and robbing some off of that craft over there, the Stratos, which is still a guardian, I don't know, a guardian angel sort of thing. It's guiding us to where we need to be, and some people have been asking again why I've got all this material to hand. It's just so I can just build something for you guys, and once I've managed to get this world into once I manage to get this into space and stuff, I'll be able to send you guys the whole world through the workshop, and you guys be able to check it out and hopefully take off and land and stuff and just have a good time in it. Metal grid, large steel tubes. Alright, that's basically what I'm going for. A few of you guys have asked if I could publish this to the world, or the rocket to a world, and then allow you guys to play with it. I will do that if I remember after this. I should do. If I have, the link will be in the description. I'll annotate it on this to go and check it out. So if I have done that and if I've remembered, go and check it out. So we need metal grids, 40 of each. So I told you, metal grids are the future. So we need 40 of each. Where are all the... Oh, we made 2,000 metal grids, awesome. Can only carry so much of them then. Damn. Either way, this is moving along just fine, isn't it? Need a few more steel tubes. But yeah, I do wish to carry on with gaming, but at this moment in time, it's very difficult. Hopefully you guys can understand that things do change in life, and you have to prioritise things, and unfortunately at the moment I'm having to prioritise life over everything else, which kind of sucks, but it doesn't, because it's all for the better, you know, the greater good, as people would say. So, you know, it's good and bad at the same time. And again, I hope I'm not annoying you guys too much with the fact that I'm, you know, only really doing spotlights and the odd random video, which me and Jess is inputting a lot with the channel now. She wants to do a lot more videos, which is really, really good to hear. So yeah, all right. And what else did we need on this now? What else we need? God, my God, we need 20 motors. Jesus Christ, this is going to take a lot of building. I think we got rid of all our reactor components as well, which is not the best. Reactor... oh no, we got a few. Motors. Did I bin all the motors as well? I think they're in the other container, aren't they, in here? Ah, there we go. I think it was 60. The only way to be sure is to check. 20, so I've just took way too many, but meh. I'll use them on something else. Right, so let's weld this up as well. All we need now is superconductor conduits and reactor components, and a damn sight a lot of them. This is going to take a while. What I'll do is I'll try and crack on as much as I can and come back to you guys when I have a lot more done. Okay, so while those reactor components are being manufactured, what I'll do is we'll have to have a look at where our oxygen supply is coming from. Unfortunately for us, we can just fly through this and hopefully find it. I can't actually remember from this schematic where the hell I put it. I know they're in here somewhere. We got the tanks, the oxygen tanks. Where the hell did I put that? So we got those there. Those are all tanks, I believe. Yeah, so that's that. Aha! So there's the one which is hooked up to this tube, which we need to just build up from. So what we need to do is we need to build this up, build up to that, and then we should be fine. Okay, so once we got this, we'll be able to take some of the ice out of the other one and hopefully start filling up this tank. But then again, this will split out into oxygen as well, so we really need the oxygen generator set up as well, the oxygen tank as well, don't we? I was thinking once this is like set up, there we go, it is an oxygen generator. Alright. There we go. So that's now set up. We really need one of these tanks set up as well, so it all, and these as well, my god. Because once it splits, it will start to fill up the oxygen, and once the oxygen's, I don't want to lose any of that oxygen. But then again, in terms of oxygen, we actually have the oxygen farms, so we don't need that, do we? We don't need the oxygen that's producing the hydrogen. It's just a bit more efficient if we did. So, Alright, reactor components. This is the big one, and this is where I will try and use this craft if I can, because there is going to be so many of them, and it's going to be so heavy. So, let's back up onto this. There we go, P, G, okay, sorry. We want inventories, we want filter storage inventories, and we want to hide the empties. And then what we want to do is we want to take the 2000 and put them somewhere else. If we take the 2000 and drop, can we just do this? Drop them into there, and then drop the 2000 into here. That is having quite a dramatic effect on our weight, as you just heard the ship stressing. So we'll move them, move all these out. There we go. Hide empties again. What am I doing? I don't need these. It's reactor components, isn't it, you dum-dum? There they are. So I'm going to take all of these, drop them down. So has that produced all of its... Ah. Okay. Right, so I think we could only make so many of them. I think. Unless I'm completely stupid and can't see them. We can have 1,200. So we have got a lot. So we can still put some onto it. But we do need to kind of get inside and touch it. There we go. Alright, we need another... Oh, no, we need to not damage anything. Oh no. We got a problem. We've lost some thrusters on the one side. And we gotta land in the dark. Real. Yeah, we lost our 2 side thrusters on this thing. God damn it. I'm such a bad driver. My god. How bad a driver am I? Jeez Louise. Let's turn that off, jump out. Oh, for God's sake. Either way, you guys can hopefully see what I'm trying to achieve here without trying to damage everything. But yeah, I think that's basically going to conclude today's episode. I know it seems like a lot of what I did last episode, but I can't really help that at this moment in time. Again, I've had not a lot of time to do stuff. I think I jinx myself every time I say I'll have to do this in my spare time, and then my spare time becomes like no time at all. So hopefully I'll be able to tackle it a bit more later. I will try and make sure to put the link in the workshop of this ship. I'll put it in as a blueprint and as a world, so you guys can go ahead and download it freely and do whatever you want to it. Try and make it better if you can, and give us a shout on what you've done to make it a lot more efficient and stuff. So if you guys have enjoyed this video, then please like, favorite, and of course subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in the next episode of Interplanetary. Peace!